Hey guys, Shawn Ziem, the Connection Machine, aka the Insurance Doctor. Another day, another episode with the Connection Conversation Show. For those that are popping in, please drop a hashtag live. If you're on the live, hashtag replay on the replay. And throughout the conversation, please drop any questions you might have and help support us and keep us and let us know that you're still alive. Drop a couple of emojis throughout. Don't forget, hit subscribe, hit that notification bell, hit that like button, and share the heck out of this video. And let me bring on my next guest, Jerry Incandela. What's up, man? How are you?
Hello. How are you, Shawn?
Thanks for joining us, man. I appreciate you taking some time out. And
Thanks for having me.
We've always done some collaborations, and I appreciate you taking me up on it and provide that value. And wanted to, again, introduce you to my community. That's why I do this. So, Jerry, who are you and what do you do?
Okay. Well, my name is Jerry Incandela. Started out being a mortgage broker in the past, for the past up until the financial meltdown. Since that time, I've been a realtor. And most recently, I've added, I would say, financial planning, financial coaching to my real estate business. So that's what I do.
Fantastic. We're going to go over a couple things before we do. Pause first. Heard it right. Jerry was in the mortgage business. He's in real estate, the financial services now, and it all works hand in hand because what Jerry does is build relationships. That's what I know in you. You're all about connecting and building that business and knowing what people want to do.
Sure.
You're not just selling something. You're actually having conversations. And I wanted to share a little bit about this financial services that you're involved in. I know the real estate game. I know there's some issues going on with the buyer side, and it's just all about communication, I think, anyway. But if you can shed some light on the financial services that you're doing, let's help those that are out there.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, with the financial services that I'm doing, it's really what it is helping people sort of get a better way of paying off their debts, which includes their mortgages. In some cases, if let's say you just refinanced during the pandemic and you have a great rate, and that's all fine and dandy, but the thing is to understand what the interest cost is, and as opposed to being on a 25, 30-year plan, what would you have left by now if you refinance during the pandemic, getting you more in like a 5 to 7 year plan. I mean, wouldn't it be great to have your house and all your debts paid off next 5-7 years, So that totally changes everything for your financial picture. And then you can use the equity that you've built to also buy investment properties. So that's why I added it, and it all comes together, and it's like one of the most amazing things I've ever seen.
It seems like, definitely you're helping people. Like you're paying down debt, you're building that equity up, and then you're basically teaching people how to,
banking principles, things that the banks really don't teach you because it's in their best interest to not do that. And I really want to take the ball, put it in our court, and sort of help you and I just become retire and have everything paid off and just have a better state of mind.
Yeah, and a lot of times sometimes there's courses. It's like you run people through the system. People have to do some work though, right, Jerry? It's not like it's just hands off. You got to do something. Implement something.
For sure. I mean, well, they need to be open to it, open to understanding it. But as long as you sit down with a consultation with me, I'll run you through it, teach you everything, and then basically the program just runs itself.
And then, like he was saying,
it'll tell you what to do exactly, and you just follow it. But you have to understand the concepts, or else you're not going to get it. But the program tells you exactly what to do. You just do it, and it runs itself. It's perfect.
And it opens up opportunities for down the road for those that are building that equity, taking equity, buy some investment property, build more wealth. not having to worry about their debt. And I want to remind everyone that's tuning in, if
And
you have
retiring,
questions, drop them in the comments.
I'm sorry to cut you off. One of the things I just saw recently was it was like 41% of Americans are afraid to die. But it was like 75% of Americans are afraid to run out of money when they retire. So that was like kind of eye-opening in the sense of like, I mean, Americans are more afraid of that. They want to have plenty of money to retire, almost more so than death. So, I mean, that tells you something about like where we are as a society with this whole thing of death, and debt that is, it's just like consuming our whole society. So, we want to retire in peace and enjoy our lives. That's what we want to do.
Yeah, you don't want to, inherit all of past problems that someone has. You want to make sure everything gets, paid off. Make sure everything's free and clear, and then you're golden. That's
right.
Allows you to inherit and take advantage of that opportunity.
Yeah, and if all those things are looking good, I mean, you're going to be have peace in your heart and your mind, and you're going to be a lot more live a much better, just like a happier life.
Now, what's the process like? I do a lot of collaborations, and I tell people make sure they go to the description. You'll see all Jerry's contact information. You'll see a couple of the links. What are some of the steps that someone would go through to get started working on improving their debt structure to pay off their loans sooner, et cetera, working with you?
Well, for the financial aspect of it, it's just get on my calendar, give me a call, we'll set something up. I'll show you a demo of the program. I'll also teach you the 8 major banking principles that banks don't want you to know, and kind of show you how to put those principles in your favor. And then we'll do a demo. We could do it's called like a savings and earnings report, where we can go through like all your finances, and I'll show you, okay, you have $250 left on your mortgage at 4%. You have so many car payments, credit card payments, exactly what we're get a whole picture of where everything is. Put it in the system, say, okay, well, we can save you, X amount, tens of thousands. It's usually tens of in the hundreds of thousands. In terms of interest, get you out of debt. You'll have an exact date of, let's say, January 1st, 2029. Okay. And then it will tell you exactly when you'd be out of debt completely. And then going furthermore, it's like, okay, well, this is what do we want to do for retirement? And then we'll go into that and say, okay, by the time you're 55, 60, you'll have $3 million, be able to retire like, X, Y, Z. It'll show you the whole exact
Breaks it all down.
Yeah. So it'll be now getting out of debt, and then the future of, how you want to retire.
Can you replay as far? I want to rewind as far as that 8 thing. Is it the title? I think I'm going to put for this podcast is 8 ways that banks don't want to know, or they don't want you to know about.
Like 8 banking principles.
8 banking principles.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't gotten into them, but there are a number of banking principles that essentially this is how the bank banks, and it's things that we should learn, in my opinion, in middle school, high school, but we're not. We're not taught those things. So basically, that's what this is all about.
It's fantastic, guys. We know it's a powerful thing. Reach out to Jerry. All his information is in his description below. Make sure you mention that you saw him on the podcast. Don't forget, guys, it's always important to actually have a connection call, find out if it's for you, ask questions. And we appreciate Jerry coming on today. And
thank you for having me, Shawn. Appreciate it.
And I hope that everyone, I love bringing that value. If you want to be on this show, please, reach out to me. Love to collaborate and make things happen. We hope that you have an awesome rest of your day.
Take care.